Uihlein, Phil Mickelson and Rory McIlroy all showed early Saturday that it was a softer, gentler Quail Hollow under an overcast sky. Uihlein had a 62-1 off-the-course record, and finished before the leaders began the third round. He remained atop the leaderboard until midday through the round. Mickelson had a 64, his lowest score of the season. McIlroy had to settle for a 66. Wells Fargo Day 2 highlights: 216-day blasted a 9-iron out of the left rough with the wind at his back from 195 yards to 18 inches on no. 9 for his first birdie, and he was on his way. He had 5 birdies over the last 10 holes, and he made a daring par on the 18th. His bare feet in the stream and the ball on the bank well above his feet, he hit a full shot to the back of the green for a 2-putt par. Day was at 10 under 203. Nick Watney overcame a double bogey on the par 5 10th hole with 4 birdies over his last 6 holes for a 66. He will be in the final group for the first time in nearly 4 years as he tries to win for the first time since a back injury 2 years ago. Tiger Woods failed to take advantage of a course that was 228 yards shorter and soft enough that the players actually found pitch marks on the greens. Woods finally got going on the back 9, with 3 straight birdies, but a 3-putt bogey on the final hole gave him a 68. He was 9 shots behind. Peter Malnati's 36-hole lead didn't last long. He had a pair of double bogeys, shot 75 and fell 7 shots behind Tiger Woods. Source: AFP. PGA Tour rookie Aaron Wise nearly had a collapse late until he salvaged a most unlikely bogey. Wise, the NCAA champion from Oregon 2 years ago, pulled his approach left of the 18th green. It bounded over the stream to the other side. With his ball on a sharp downslope a few feet from the rock-framed banks of the stream, he considered a penalty drop that would have taken double bogey out of the picture. Instead, he tried a flop shot and his wedge slid under the ball for a whiff. He hit the next one across the green to 40 feet, and knocked that in for bogey. 2 bogeys over the last 3 holes gave him a 70. That was going to be a devastating hole, he said. So to turn it into a bogey, it gives me a shot tomorrow. Day is in charge, but not in the clear. He has won 4 out of 5 times when he's had the 54-hole lead on the PGA Tour, and it helps that he doesn't have too much experience behind him. Watney hasn't won in nearly 6 years. Uihlein wound up 3 shots behind at 7 under 206 and still hasn't won on the PGA Tour. Also 3 shots back were Bryson DeChambeau, 66, Paul Casey, 69, and Wise. Mickelson was among those 4 shots behind. Ricky Fowler might have been closer than 6 shots if not for a 4-putt double bogey from 20 feet on no. 17. McIlroy, meanwhile, was 7 behind. Day didn't see that Uihlein had shot 62, or any of the other great scores from the early starters. That was probably a good thing, I just stayed in my lane, Day said. He didn't panic when he was 1 over through the tough 6 holes at the start, or when he failed to birdie either of the next 2 holes that are the easiest for scoring on the front. Instead, it was a 9-iron from the rough on which he judged the wind at his back and the bounce and fairway to near perfection. Today it was a bit of a struggle through 8 holes. Day said, I hit a nice shot into the 9th hole, and a good drive down 10 started getting things in the right direction. I knew things were going to turn around. Day also took on a bold shot at the 18th with his feet in the water of a stream that winds down the left side, especially with a left pin position. The last time he played Quail Hollow on a Saturday, he tried to play out of the trees and made an 8 that took him out of contention in the PGA Championship. Day said this shot wasn't that tough, even with his hands gripping down to the steel on a wedge. The biggest thing is contact, he said. And it worked out fine, just like the rest of his round.